Okay guys, this is continuation of story about remote administration using Python. So let me see what is happening here, what can be improved. So this is admin script, server is listening, we're gonna start client script and everything is fine. We do have connection, so to some degree everything is cool. But the problem is, if you say something like ping Google, then results will be in terminal on foreign machine. So that's kind of problem. You as an admin can issue those commands, but you cannot see results. Your colleague can see results and correct you on what's happening, what further needs to be done. But you also want your admin to see all these things, not in a terminal, but as a real report right over here. So let's do that in this tutorial using Subprocess module. Let me get out from here. We need to change also a little bit admin script, but first I'm gonna delete this import OS. We don't need it at the moment, and that means we also don't need this line anymore. We're gonna use subprocesses here. Import subprocess, actually 1C. And that's cool. Now we have something to work with. So what is then operation that we need to do? Well, let's call it OP. And now we're gonna spawn internal, to some degree, hidden subprocesses that will get the job done and send stuff over here. So subprocess module. We are going to say p open. Documentation about subprocess module and tutorials, they're all over the place on internet, extremely handled stuff, nicely handled stuff, so you can find a lot of examples, but this is the simplest possible scenario, so let's roll. So popen need to open something, and that will be this data that is of course decoded. So actually I'm gonna just grab this as a first argument. So whatever is the first argument, even if you type it manually here, it will be executed. Okay, so in this case we are just grabbing stuff from other machine, from admin machine. So is that enough? No, because we need to say shell equals true, and couple of other things we need to handle here, and that is how we are going to treat standard output, errors and input. Basically we want to treat those things in such a way that we can grab it and send it over here, or at least print it here. And actually we can do both of these things. So what we need to say is this, stdout equals, and I'm gonna just grab this and put it right here, and I'm gonna say pipe. So this is how you're going to grab results. So a little bit later, further down in the script, we need to read those results, and then when we are sure about that, then we are going to send it right over here. Is that enough? No, we also need to handle what's going to happen if we have some kind of errors. So I'm going to grab this, we're going to put it here, but we're going to change standard output to standard error. std error, I think. Well, anyway, and third thing is std in, and also same stuff on the right side. Because a little bit later, when we are extracting pieces of report, we can target if something is good or if something is wrong. We can handle both of these cases through some kind of error checking. Okay, so that's how we are going to have processes. Well, now what? Well, now we are just going to put report that will be grabbed from here in such a way that we can print it. So report, how we are going to get it? Well, we are going to grab this object, which is OP operation, or you can use any other handle you like, and specifically we're gonna grab this standard output because that's the place where we're gonna find useful information. Is that enough? No, we also need to use read method on it, and then we will just be able to print that report, but this time we actually need to decode it, because it will be just a bunch of bytes, let's say. So this is not this will not arrive through the network. This is just internal report as a byte, so we need to decode it. Okay, so let me let me test, will this work? So I'm gonna fire server module again, and hopefully this will work. Okay, so we do have connection, and now when I say, for example, ping Google, let me see what's gonna happen here. Oh, there you go, there you go. So now you don't see terminal. You just see something that will be in a terminal if you manually type it. Now what is the task? The task is to grab this stuff and send it over here so system admin can see it. Why not? You can also hide this stuff if you don't want your coworker to see what you're doing, but that's not good, option, because then coworker cannot correct you on what is happening to some degree. Okay, let me handle that. I'm gonna cancel this stuff. And how we are going to send it right over here? Well, easy. We are going to target connection, which is S. Okay, right over here, let's say. And again, we are going to use send all method. I think I was using it here. Okay, send all, and then we will just grab that specific report, and then we will just that. We don't need it actually to encrypt it or encode it, because it is already done as a result. So it is already packed. There is no need for an encoding here. It's already done. Right, so let me try this. But on this side, we also need to grab this stuff when it arrives. How we are going to get it? Well, let's have a name for packet that arrives. So packet. How we are going to get it? Well, what is a connection? This connection, and of course we need to receive something from client, which will be done with receive method, and actually we're gonna grab like 5,000 bytes, and also let's push this to 5,000 bytes, bytes I think. Right, now when we receive this stuff, it will be packed, so we need to unpack it. Let's call it decoded equals, what is the target? Packet, and actually it's bunch of packets, and then we are going to say decode, and also we are going to print it here because we need to see results of this, So that's the whole purpose of this tutorial, to see here what is happening here, so both of you can see what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna handle this with print. Well, what was decoded? Decoded. Right, I think we are cool. First we need to start this module. Okay, server is listening, and run. There you go, we do have connection. So I'm gonna say again ping Google, and now we need to wait a little bit because, oh, there you go, so everything is fine. Oh, this is actually same stuff. These are not different pings, absolutely same stuff, but you see it on both places. So this is just the report that arrives from here, absolutely same stuff. But the good stuff is that end user, well, to some degree doesn't have control over what's going on. I mean, it does have control because it is there, but you can issue commands right now from server script. So you can also ping localhost, and that will also work. Okay, let me zoom this or arrange this a little bit better, and also this, right, something like that. What else we can have? Well, we can issue help command to see those like help, and there you go, absolutely same stuff. So squeezed text, when you double click on it on a client side, is absolutely same stuff as when we click here. Yeah. What else we can do? Can we open browser, start Chrome and Google? Yeah, that will probably be executed on a second monitor. Oh, there you go. It is on second monitor. Okay, so that's cool. We can issue different commands and end user, actually coworker, see what's happening. But if we do something silly like this, like something, for example, I think that stuff will break. Okay, so see, I can't have option here to type any more commands. So this is broken. We need to fix it in such a way that we will see errors on a side of a client. And we're gonna handle that by usage of, well, standard error that we can grab now and pass it here or print it here. So if error happens, we can do all kind of error checking, but there is a simple solution here, because we can have another thing like a report for errors. How we are going to get it? Well, OP, we're gonna target standard error. Let's put it here, and then of course we need to read it. Okay, now when we have it, if we have it, we are just going to print it also on a screen. Why not? Print on a screen. I told you it will be simple. Report error. Did I type that correctly? Report error. I need to get glasses, definitely. Okay, so if there is error, we do see it as a client, but also we can just send it to system admin, to us basically. Same stuff. Report error. Hopefully this will work. On the side of server, we don't need to change anything because it is already handled with this piece of code. Right, I think that now if I type some kind of gibberish here in the server, nothing will break. So run module, of course, first server needs to roll and then client will roll. We do have connection, and let me test that with ping Google or even dir. Okay, dir, there you go. A directory listing, and again I need to fix this alignment a little bit. And also here, because you don't see the whole size of my monitor at the moment, that's because of resolution. Yeah, well, you do see it right now. If you have bigger monitor, of course that you're gonna see same stuff a little bit nicer like this, but you get the point. Anyway, what I was talking about. So now if I type some kind of garbage as command, I think that everything will be fine. There you go. So garbage is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file, and that's actually arrives from here. So where is my report? There you go. Absolutely same stuff. And the important thing is that server didn't break, so we can send correct stuff here as a commands. Again, ping Google, and in a split of a second everything will be fine. There you go, absolutely same stuff. But why do have this be? Probably because encoding or something, I don't know, but it works in any case. What else I can do? Let me type dir again. That works. Can I change, for example, to root, like cd c, like that? Oh, there you go, executed, and something is broken at the moment, so probably I need to work on this script a little bit more. Yeah, definitely I need to improve it. But guys, the moral of the story was that we can easily, with the subprocesses, send command to here, which is cool. Oh, actually I do have a problem with bytes because I was not using the code. Yeah, same stuff. That is the reason why I was having a B in a report. Let me test that one more time. Sorry about that, but I need to make sure that everything is fine. Server listening, run. Okay, let me test that one more time. Just a second. I need to be precise here. So, there. Oh, there you go. There is a listing. ping Google. There you go. We need to wait a little bit, and everything is fine. There is no B anymore, so we were handling that stuff with decoding and coding. Okay, so that's it in this tutorial. 15 minutes, again longer than I thought, but I am definitely sure that you know how to do these things now. And for some reason my Python is freezing, I mean my PC. Hopefully a video will be fine. Relatively easy stuff. Well, you can have like very advanced error checking here, and you can be precise about filtering, and you can create different functions that will be activated when something specific arrives here. But that's the story for another tutorial, because 16 minutes is more than enough. Okay guys, thank you for watching as always, and see you next one. Ciao.